how are you doing today? My name is Louis Lee, and I'd like to introduce the Eubanks Conservatory of Music and Arts guitar program. Hello, welcome to Eubanks Conservatory of Music and Arts, our guitar program. This is lesson 4. And what we're going to do is we're going to review what we had for last week, lesson 3. We're going to go over the right hand and left hand technique. Remember, always review, just to make sure that you know it, okay? And so we're going to start the clock, got that going, and have all my equipment with me here. And then we're going to start the metronome, so you can hear that. Okay, what we're going to do is the right hand technique using down and up strokes, okay, on all 6 strings. And we're going to incorporate the left hand technique, playing it 4 times each on all 6 strings. Okay, you understand that? If not, we have it written out for you, okay? Here we go. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Now remember, keep your fingers planted. Do not lift your fingers, because we want to really make sure we focus on our technique. And also, be conscious of playing with the beat. I notice a lot of times, excuse me, when I'm teaching, that the students, they're so focused on just playing the exercise that they're not in sync with the beat. Make sure you're playing with that beat. That's important. That's what the metronome is for. And also, playing slow like this builds up accuracy. Speed comes with accuracy, but first you want to be accurate. So if you want to play fast, practice slow, because it builds up the accuracy. And that speed will come, and you would be amazed when you don't make any mistakes. Because you program what is called your muscles. It's called muscle memory in your fingers. They'll get used to it, but you're taking your time. If you make mistakes, that becomes a habit. And again, you can see where I'm talking, but I'm still progressing with the exercise, playing each string 4 times each. That's because I know it, I feel it. It's internalized. And that's the objective. That's what you want. Now let's look at this right hand. I'm still using down and up strokes. Down, up, down, up, down, 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 up, down, up. Good technique. My thumb is behind my neck, behind the neck, perpendicular, straight up and down. I'm playing with the tips of my fingers. I'm relaxed. And not only that, but I'm trying to make fun of this. I'm trying to enjoy what I'm doing so it doesn't seem like a chore. And I'm trying to make sure these notes sound musical. So I'm putting a feeling into it. Because I'm trying to develop a lot of different perspectives, my technique at the same time. So even when I pluck the note, I'm trying to make sure that it sounds musical. And I'm thinking about it. Sometimes we practice, but we're thinking about something else. Did I pay my bill? How much money do I have in my bank account? Or whatever. And we lose focus of the exercise, and we develop little teeny mistakes, but we're not conscious of it. This is a technique as well. So try to stay focused on what you're doing, playing the exercise. And then we're going to stop. 2, 3, and stop. Okay, now we just did that for 5 minutes. And my fingers do not feel tired. But if your fingers do feel tired, then you stop. Good technique will help you with a lot of issues, especially carpal tunnel. You see, and that's something that guitar players do have a problem with, and I can speak from experience. I had carpal tunnel, and it got so severe that I had to get an operation, and it was serious. And if you ever had it, it's very painful, and what happens is your fingers become numb. And I can recall doing gigs and getting paid well, and was faking it and couldn't feel the note. And I was saying, oh my God, you know, and people would look at me and think something is wrong because they could just hear I'm playing the notes, but they're not the same. And so the doctor told me he didn't know why, but I thought I could have avoided it from the technique. But that's something you want to help. Maybe I practiced too long. So if your fingers do hurt and they get tired, just relax a little bit. Don't try to overdo it, because that's what I did. I tried to overdo it. I guess those were the consequences. I don't know, I'm not for sure. But if I can avoid anyone from having to go through that, I will. I'll try to give you the best advice that I can. But if your fingers feel tired, now I'm still glutton for punishment, because I find myself sometimes practicing straight for maybe an hour, non-stop, if you can imagine that. Yeah, I'm still hard-headed, as my mother would say, but you know, you don't have to be hard-headed. You can learn from my lessons. So if your fingers feel tired, stop for a minute, shake it off, give the blood chance to circulate, and try it again. And it might save you in the long run. I don't know. Anything that's going to help you so that you do not get carpal tunnel or any injuries is what we're trying to do. Okay? So with that lesson, that's what you want to do. I'm going to turn this off. You want to practice that. Remember, it's your left hand technique, keeping your fingers bent. This is at page 9. It shows you how to do it. It speaks about that. Plant the tips of your fingers, and you can see the indenture from just pressing so hard, but it doesn't bother me. Also, I just want to mention that calluses. A lot of times we get calluses, but that'll go away. Yeah, I don't have any calluses on my fingers, and I don't have to worry about that. And you'll, especially if your tension, the tension on your guitar is lowered and you have it set right, which we will address that in one of our lessons too, but not this one, because that's something that's later on. But we talk about adjusting the neck, the tension, which you know we talked about with the truss rod. All that's important to make sure that when you play, you don't have to strain yourself. And just enjoy yourself. Thank you so much, and that concludes the part for the finger exercise. Thank you.